Hello everyone, welcome to the Green Man channel. Hope you're all good and well today. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the latest EP release from the Norwegian progressive black metal outfit Enslaved, with their latest release, Caravans to the Outer Worlds, released on Nuclear Blast Records on the 1st of October. It is 4 tracks and it came in just under 20 minutes in length. And this latest release from Enslaved, I think, follows in the fearless footsteps that they took with Utgard from last year, in that it certainly takes at times a very experimental direction with going for interesting effects and sounds and atmosphere. Even notice the use, I think, of like a Hammond organ type or electric organ coming in places as well. And they're making lots of use in space and atmospheric stuff in their music, as opposed to just straight up tempo in your face black metal, which is something we've come to expect from Enslaved, I think, in more recent years. I personally like the direction Enslaved had taken with a more progressive psychedelic angle to their music, instead of just the longer black metal kind of cuts that we got perhaps in their earlier 1990s albums. And they start this EP with a really strong track, I think, with Caravans to the Outer Worlds, which is making all the best use, I think, of not just their recent sound but their classic black metal roots as well. It sounded like a track that could have fit well on an album like Retear from 2012. Really kind of got that ferocity that you expect from Enslaved. At the same time, they make good use of like space and bigger, kind of more open chords like at times as well, and just a fantastic track to start off this EP with. Really enjoyed it. Track 2, a little bit more of a sort of experimental track. This intermezzo 1 track certainly gave me that sort of psychedelic type of track. Didn't really feel like it was necessarily going to come to any peak or climax in that one. You just got it to almost put you into a mood before the next track number 3. Much more of a sort of again, a sort of moodier track, although this one did have some really good clean vocal sections in it, and as you kind of got towards the end of this one, you were left with a very ominous feeling. I felt personally I could have built on this track a little bit more, could have made it, with Enslaved's abilities to go and build more and more interesting twists and turns into their music. I felt they could have built this track into something even bigger, even better, with maybe a couple more big moments in this one. That could be down to opinion, but I just felt that track had enough potential to go that way if they wanted to go into a big, heavier section. I felt this track would have benefited from that, but you do get more of that in the last track. I love the rhythm that they put forwards in the last track, which is Intermezzo 2, The Navigator, with an absolutely fantastic rhythm section. The slightly unusual time signature going on there towards the end. That is where Enslaved really, I always think they're almost at their best when they do that kind of thing. This took me back a little bit to the kind of rhythms you might get on an album like Below the Lights from 2003, I think, and that kind of a song. But wow, what a way to finish this album off, packing a kind of punch that Enslaved are very, more than capable. We know how, to me, they're juggernauts of they're their own, very much their own thing, not just black metal. They are juggernauts of their own kind of progressive type of brand of black metal, but they're just a fantastic band. Always deliver, I think. I can't think personally of any albums particularly that I have never really liked from Enslaved, and just as a general point, I always think they deliver something good. Overall, though, this EP, I think, yes, it's a really good EP. 1 or 2 moments I felt they could have expanded more, like Enslaved, that we know can do. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was a really good 20-minute experience of just music from Enslaved as a general point. So if you enjoyed this video, if you like rankings or album reviews and listings, all that kind of thing, I'll do some coverage on my sort of favourite sci-fi, horror and fantasy stuff on the channel as well. Do click like and subscribe. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your weekends, and it's bye for now from me.